Okay, let's see. Let's see if everything's working. All right, so hopefully we got all the sound stuff good. All right, let's see. Let's go over to Theta and say hello. Gold Dragon. I guess that would be Gold 13 Dragon. That's a lot of dragons. Scorbzion, Shada 73, City Midienko. What's up? Let's look over here. Let's see what we got on the YouTubes. Scorbzion. Pew. GSRC videos. Casperia Cloud, Breakfast Leadership. What's up? Alan, what's going on? CNFT space is booming. No, it's not. It's not booming because no one is trading real NFTs over there. They're trading in the little group of NFTs that are in Cardano's little network, and the art is terrible. I don't know what to tell you. So, yeah, I will never get a space bud. I won't say never. No, actually on that one, I will say never. I will never get a space bud because I think the art is stupid. And my rule in all of the NFT space is don't buy stuff that you think is stupid. I think it's stupid, dude. I don't like the artwork. I don't think it's going to survive time. I think it's a little niche play inside. And look, you know I love Cardano. I think it's the absolute best in the protocol layer space. But the artwork sucks because the people working on it suck. It is what it is. So that's just my opinion. If you love it, Alan, you get 1 trillion of them, but I will get 0 of them. And if someone gave me one, I would flip it as quick as humanly possible. I wouldn't even hold it I wouldn't hold it for 1 day. All right. But that's just me. I'm sure in the future, there will be all sorts of cool stuff. But right now, no one is trading on, only people trading amongst themselves. And that looks a lot like that's greater fool trading. So that's Ponzi-ish trading. CC Brown, Gordon Bennett, what's up? So yeah, I'm not a hater. I just think that all the C NFTs suck. And how come you can have 20 different spinoffs of OpenSea and still Cardano has the crappiest NFT buying and selling platform and the crappiest user experience of all of them? Even crappy Solana, the worst of the worst fake protocols, they at least have an easy buy and sell experience. Looks Rare launched in a week. Mintable, Rareable, go down the list. They all seems to know how to do it. How come no one in the Cardano verse can do it? It's terrible, dude. Terrible. So until they're not terrible, they're terrible. All right. Jimmy, Todd, P. Kelly, what's going on? Marcus, JJ, Jerry in the house. I'm glad you're feeling better, Jerry. Todd B, what up? Yeah, get there before it's too late. That kind of crap right there always makes me giggle. You got to get in quick. Why? Why do I got to get in quick? If it's going to be here for 40 years, why do I have to get in quick? Well said, Todd. Bitcoin Candy. Tim, what's going on? Adam, what up, Alan? Adam. You know, a guy named Alan stole a car from me. That's not you, Adam. Cassandra, hello. Steve, live and direct. What's going on? Oh, yeah, Adam, I was going to ask. I looked at the list for all of the places you can stake and receive Sunday Swap, which I think there's going to be a lot of heartbreak when Sunday Swap launches. Right now, it's very exciting. There's a reason why Sunday Swap didn't launch months ago, and it's because their code was terrible and they were not fit to launch. That should be abundantly obvious to everyone. So if that's the case, I'm not sure why people are super excited. They're like, DeFi, woo, DeFi's coming. Well, no. Simply swapping assets, that's not DeFi. You guys get that, right? Decentralized finance is not swapping from one coin to another. That's not really all that exciting. That's kind of like Cardano's version of Uniswap. Cool, necessary, not exciting. So if you don't see the price of Cardano Moon, this is not DeFi. But when DeFi comes, I think it's this year, probably sooner, maybe even late this quarter or the next 2 quarters, then you see some real movement. But I don't think everyone should get ready like, oh, we're going to moon now. Why? Swapping between Cardano assets is not particularly exciting until you have functional EVMs and token converters. And we don't have that. So you got to be honest about even the stuff that you like, even the teams that you like. You have to be honest with yourself and look at what's progress and what's not progress. And a swap platform for Cardano assets, while cool, does not move the needle. To me, it doesn't. Suze, what's going on? Ooh, I like that trippy. I like your avatars. Hey, anybody that's got, if you own an NFT, make your avatar on, I guess you would do it through what, Google, because it's YouTube. Make your avatar, same thing with Theta. Use your coolest, whatever you think is your coolest, most expressive NFT as your avatar. You know, be a mini celebrity. Have a little fun. The German games. What's going on? And let me see. Did I? Okay, yeah. I have recognized Team CC Brown. Good to see you. Gordon Bennett. Good to see you. Okay. Hoop and Tony. JD. Brian. What's going on, buddy? We've got Neil. Art Chick. What's up? Frank. Michael. Vincent Rouleau. What was that saying? My buddy and I were talking this morning about the saying le royaliste du le plus royaliste du le roi plus royaliste du roi, more royal than the king himself. Tim, 901 Onion, what's going on? 2020 Cool Cat, Amy Raj, Tiffany, Michael Harmon, what's going on? Land Deals, Elliot, Dubai Money. It does suck to suck. Scott, Chasnut, what's up? And which car? It was a Mercedes. It was an ML 350, I think. We were just renting it out, and this I don't know how to pronoun phrase, but this person took it, and it got used as a bordel, like as a mobile prostitution unit, and it ended up in Texas somewhere being repossessed, came back, and that's a whole story. Eesh. Michael, what's going on? Joe Fernandez, good to see you. ¿Qué onda? Todo está bien, gracias. BZ, Golden Dragon, Plu, what's going on? Cardano congestion shit show tomorrow. I don't think it's a Cardano. It's not a Cardano congestion. That's not really going to be. It's Cardano has limits, but you know, if you're launching Sunday Swap and you already have a bunch of congested transactions, why don't you just kill the order book? Why do you have, you know, I was reading something where they're like, yeah, we have all these transactions expected to take a long time to kind of complete all these transactions. Why don't you restrict the order book and batch transactions? Like, maybe I'm a simpleton and I don't understand how you tell the future. You just say no transactions up to this point count because we launch tomorrow in beta and we're only going to be taking in a certain amount of transactions. You either can or you cannot. If you cannot, well, then you're not much of a swap platform. If anybody here was doing MetaMask swaps or swaps on Uniswap and it took 2 days to a week, you tell them to go F themselves and you wouldn't use the platform. If the platform sucks, people, don't use it. You think you need to get Sunday Swap tokens by tomorrow or what? They're going to run out. You won't have your Sunday Swap tokens. It's a token for a swap platform that 100% had garbage code, garbage, unaudited, non-commercial code. It was not sufficient for market. You know, this is 100% true. It was not sufficient for market 3 months ago. Why on earth would you want to be a day oneer in that project? Come on, man. You guys got to think. You don't need to be first to these parties by a day, 3 days. You just need to be at the party. Don't get over your skis. People, you know, they, especially in sideways markets, I see this a lot. I see this kind of really non-game theoretical thinking where people, I got to win on this one. Why? Why do you got to win on this one? I don't want any platform to blow up and I want everything to be good. I certainly want Cardano to do well. So if Sunday Swap and Meld and all these other garbage code-based projects written by amateur developers, unaudited code that has now been audited. Why? Because Charles very smartly said, whoa. Let's push the brakes on all this before you guys go out and nuke a bunch of investors, because they don't know they don't know how to protect themselves from themselves. And let me just say hello to San Low Bro, Dumblecore, Frozen Tea. Good to see all of you. Okay, so you need to put, like, when you're structuring your thoughts, you need to go, okay, these are the things I know. Edit, what's up? These are the things I know. These are the things I don't know. Here's the known knowns. I know Sunday Swap tried to launch. I know it was unaudited code and it was bad. So bad that the team at Cardano said, you cannot launch this yet. Hugo, what's up? I know these things. These aren't things that we're guessing. We don't have to speculate or game these out or use some kind of algorithmic, high, theorem proof mathematics. We know this because they basically said it. They've now been audited, but they're telling you, oh, we could have transactions that take 2 weeks. So what that tells me is stay the F away from it for 2 weeks. Don't even mess with it. If you miss the first 10 seconds, it doesn't matter. You want to have your money gummed up there while they figure out what the F they're trying to do? No, man. No. So you want to game the game? Just go stake in the stake pools, that list. And that's what I was getting back to, what I was going to ask Adam, is if anybody has the current list. I have a list that's a few weeks old of the stake pools you can stake to. And if you stake to them starting, I think the 25th, the next epic, then for the next 5 epics, you will get some of your rewards in the form of Sunday Swap tokens without having to risk getting your money nuked on their half-assed platform, right? So there's a lot of swap platforms, by the way. If you mess with Ethereum, there's not only one place to go. There's not going to be only one place to go in the Cardano ecosystem. So just be careful. Don't get over your skis. All right, Vincent, what's going on, buddy? Plus réaliste que le roi. Yes, it doesn't end well, right? That's a different discussion, but Vincent, you are correct. We were talking about how a lot of the second generation Americans, so for instance, like immigrants that are second generation, and once they're kind of, it's like the Cuban Americans are pretty nasty to Cubans that want to immigrate to America. I'm like, why are you guys so mean, like, to other Cubans? Like, bring me the tired masses, that whole thing. What happened? They're like, no, I'm American. F you. A123E, what's going on? Hugo, Hugo, 2508, what's up? Anyway, Jerry, this is my NFT. It just looks like a normal photo. I bought it for 3.5 and I'm an NFT baller. Jerry, that is not an NFT. Don't you fake NFT me, Jerry. Let's see. Plu, what's going on? What do you think the next Cardano FUD is going to be? Well, there's a lot of Cardano FUD. I saw a terribly written article by a guy at, oddly enough, Bitwise, who was, actually, you guys know that Blockworks is pretty much a scam, right? They put a bunch of good articles in there, but about 20 to 30% of it is pro Solana BS coming out of Sam Bankman Fried Chicken. So be very careful, man. There's a lot of perversion out there in what you think the news is. Don't even trust me. If you see me try to slide in some shenanigan bullcrap, you need to be like, whoa, this guy's sketch. A lot of people, see, what you do is, if you want to pull a scam, you hide your BS in about 95% of real good knowledge. That's what Raoul Pal and those guys do over at Real Vision. They slide in 5 to 10% bullcrap with 90% good, solid, fundamental knowledge. And so you go, well, why would they lie about 10%? Because they lie, because they have an agenda, because no one's doing this to make you look. No one's doing this to do you a solid. I'm neurotic. That's why I do this show. But some days I don't do the show, because some days I just want to go drink coffee, and me and Brandon want to talk about NFTs like degenerates that we are. So I do the show because it's fun, and I'm neurotic, right? I do the other shows that I do because they pay really good money, and I like that. So yeah. Everybody has some agenda. It doesn't make them bad, but you better be assuming that they are bad, especially in the crypto space where everyone is out to get you and everyone is out to steal from you. At least in the crypto space, we know that, where the rubes over in the equity space don't yet believe that. They're like, no, people aren't stealing from me. They like me. My broker likes me, bitch. Your broker does not like you. Okay. Adam said, weekend on Sunday, I think it'd be a bunch of congestion, but for me, a lot of other ADA holders, good opportunity to swap into some of these other Cardano projects. Which you're playing the ICO game, Adam. I don't need to be first. I just need to be validated. I would rather be the third or fourth or 10th or 1,000th person into a trade when I know, like, I didn't feel comfortable buying near at 14 cents or $1.20. The case wasn't clear to me, but around $3 is a little bit less, 275 to 3. The case was more clear to me. And I started loading up, and yeah, now I have a 700 and something % gain on it. And it's still clear to me, which is why I'm not exiting. Although I think there's probably a trade over the next few days because they have an announcement tomorrow. Anytime there's announcements coming, you can kind of play the excitement. I mean, my guess is Cardano runs up a little bit and then it gets beat up during swap day tomorrow, unless there's just a lot of news and stuff. But the media is 100,000% anti-Cardano. Why? Because they can't skin it the way they were skinning Solana and some of these other scam projects. You see, they missed crypto in the beginning. They missed Bitcoin. Then they completely missed Bitcoin and they thought, oh, I'm left behind. Then they completely missed Ethereum and smart contracts. Oh, I'm left behind. They missed Cardano. I'm left behind. They missed Polkadot. I'm left behind. They said, oh, no, Solana, that's our ticket. Some people tried to Tron it up, and look, that's a dumpster fire. EOS, Mike Novogratz and EOS, one of the biggest scam projects. And I just say scam projects in that the company that created it, they hold all the tokens. They ran this big, giant, quasi-illegal ICO. They grabbed $4 billion. They've done nothing. The platform sucks. Their federated proof of stake or whatever they kind of call it is a scam. It's run by these little coalitions. The whole thing's a racket. The token is garbage. The team is garbage. And Novogratz, he pumped big money into that thinking this is the next Ethereum. And he pumped it on people, and he still pumps it on people. So when he looks at Cardano and the hundreds and hundreds of scientists working on it, and data scientists and engineers and software engineers and techs and all these kind of sophisticated academics, and then he looks at his piece of shit project that he dumped tons of money into. By the way, remember that Novogratz got booted. Not only did he get exited from the company he worked for, which rhymes with, Goldman sucks, but he got nuked out of his own fund. Out of his own hedge fund that he started, his partners kicked him the fuck out. What does that tell you? Is this a guy that really understands macro? Does he understand money? Does he understand trading and investment? Does he understand value? Maybe none of these things, but he understands marketing probably more than any of these things. He's a marketer. That's why his fund sucks. Galaxy sucks. His investments suck. When you see people that you know are just marketers and they suck, come on, man. Do your own research. In the same way that when you see people that are really smart, follow them. Absorb, suck their brain juice. Karpak, Natural Forces, what's going on? Mizo, what's up? And Biotech Breakout over there. And what's it? A123. Did I say hello? Hello. Okay. I like that one. It's cool. I'm gonna listen to my background music. All right. Let me say hello to, boy, this is a long intro. What's going on, Neil? Were you all single staking? I don't even own any AVAX Avalanche. I think it's been too heavily marketed. It was always interesting to me. I couldn't square my 5 T's, the team time tokenomics technology, the Y token. I couldn't quite square all that away with Avalanche. It looked cool, but it never said you must own me. And I know that I should have a fair and even distribution of the entire space. I think it's kind of a marketing token. Not to the degree of Solana, which, by the way, those devs still have not anteed up the 9.3 million tokens that just disappeared. You know that, right? They basically stole or gave to some entity. It looks like it may be Bankman-Fried, Fried Chicken, or something like that. There was some kind of little deal, and 9 million tokens just haven't come back yet, that were supposed to be burnt, by the way. It's another, whenever you see that kind of, oh, we're going to burn them. Oh, okay, cool. Go ahead and do that. So yeah. So I don't know, man. Okay. Land deals. I bought some Astro Swap launches NTX, I think 10 days. Man, I don't know. I don't know about any of that. I would just urge everyone to be cautious with your money. Think about, there is a certain amount of money that you make each day in your life. I'm guessing for most people, we work and we make little money units, and you want to be, once you turn them into the casino chips in the crypto space, don't be so flagrant with them. They still represent moments of your life, like time that you will never get back, that you traded for those currency units. Don't be flippant and whimsical about the way that you just disseminate them. They're not gambling chips. They're not gambling chips. JR, what's up? Yeah, even something that's audited doesn't mean it can't be exploited. So that's a good point, Land Deals. Just because something's audited doesn't mean it's not going to get nuked. Look, liquidity pools, if they're not big enough, I don't know. It goes into a whole discussion. I guess we should probably have another discussion about impermanent loss, and how there's a couple of ways you lose with impermanent loss. The biggest thing that impermanent loss does for you is it takes away any potential token appreciation benefits. Because the token appreciates, you get stuck in you get stuck in the weak token, in the weak arbitrage. It's anti-arbitrage. So yeah, in sideways markets, sometimes between two similar stable assets, it might make sense to be an LP or to have a liquidity tokens, LP tokens. But it doesn't make sense when you have an asset that might appreciate, and that's one half of the bucket. Because what's going to happen? People are going to go in with the stabler asset and buy the appreciating asset, which is going to suck the appreciating asset out of the pool, which is going to re-level it with less of the appreciation. So you're going to lose those tokens. So I would urge you and then that's one. And then the other side is like what Land Deals is saying, is exploits. The smartest people on earth are building these things. But the second smartest people on earth are trying to pilfer these things. And if the code is bad, you lose your shit. And here's the good thing. If any of these platforms does well, it's still good for Cardano. It's still good for Ethereum when any of these DeFi things do. It's still good for the protocol. The protocol still wins. Is anybody mad that in the last 2 years, $140 Ethereum is now $3,000? That's pretty good, man. Right? So these things can melt upwards really fast. You don't need to take all these very speculative bets. Bet on the infrastructure, and then if these other platforms do well, great. But don't go, oh man, I should have. No, you shouldn't have. What you should do is not take stupid risks, and don't drink the freaking Kool-Aid. Barno, what up? Patrick, what's going on? Let's get why Brian Brooks lives in Pueblo. Brian Brooks is an interesting dude. There's nothing there. Well, with Brian Brooks there's still nothing there. There's 30 pulls and Sunday rewards. I find this. Okay, cool. Let's see. Archie Pablo, what's going on? Okay, FOMO. I'm not buying a single token. No, I am going to stake. I think I'm already staked in the pools that you get some free ones. I'll take some free ones. I'm not going to say no to free. That's my favorite number. But I'm not going to go buy any. Not one. Not at all. And I don't care. And I hope it does good. I'm not messing with it, bro. Dude, look. Looks token. 777% APR. Until that changes, I don't give a crap about Sunday Swap. I'm getting 2% a day, bro. 2% a day compounded, and the frequency rate of compounding is actually every 28 seconds. I don't know. I'm not gambling on nothing. All right. Sam Brinkman Fried Chicken was befuddled by the poll that Vitalik. Oh yeah. Wasn't that funny? Oh, that was so good. I wish other people had seen that. Listen, marketers market. Fried Chicken is a marketer, and he's a good one. Marketers market. But he's not. Listen, Bankman Fried Chicken is not CZ. CZ is a scumbag. He's sleazy, and he's quite clearly a crook. But this dude is really, really intelligent. Bankman Fried Chicken is not a dummy. He's a great marketer. He's obviously put together a group of people that are willing to throw money behind whatever he wants. And money gets you, and you can do things with money that you can't do without money. That's obvious. But he's not a cerebral dude. Bankman Fried Chicken is not a sophisticated, game theoretical, very principled thinker. My guess is you won't see him and Charles Hoskinson talking anytime. You're unlikely to see Lex Friedman interview Sam Bankman Fried Chicken. If he does, I would think much lesser of Lex Friedman, to be honest. Anyway, I digress. Sunday swap meeting but got shut down, so you cannot get the list. Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. There is a list, though. There is a list. Yeah. Next Cardano FUD will be scaling, and I'm sure it'll be, who cares? Let the FUD happen. That just gives you guys buying opportunities if you like the asset. North Pool 5, let's see. On your Roy is a solid pool. Yeah, the North Pools, they suck, though. They're so bad. So all of the North, when in doubt, all of the North pools, all of the Sky pools. I urge you, don't jump into anything that has 95% saturation or more. It doesn't leave a lot of room for tokens. And assume that other people are going to be doing the same thing. So I would look, there's like a Sky 2 pool. And I think the Sky 4 is rated like in the top 40, and it's only 44% saturated. So that'd be a good pool to go into. But take a look. Those are all run by Wave, by the way, Wave Financial, which does a lot of investment all over the place. Okay, Scooper Pools, CCV, and ITs. Okay, yep. Matter of fact, I had oh, they took it. I should have screenshot it. Well, yeah. Okay, it is what it is. That's ENS. That's something different. Okay, we'll get to it. Okay. Yeah, this is we're kind of off the rails today. We're just going kind of willy-nilly, having a little bit more fun. Not caring about price action. Do you have any opinion on One Network? I think down spam bot transaction. Look, these are growing pains. Why I'm not so worried. Look, when One or Matic experience any glitches, it doesn't really bother me so much because these aren't protocols. What these are layer 2s. They're just trying to make Ethereum. They're just trying to give scaling solutions for other projects. So they need to be hit with these kinds of things. They need to be bot tested and attacked. And to me, it's just battle hardening. I think One is probably, I look at One and I say One can achieve absolutely the success of Matic. And that's how I kind of look at One. I think it's a great, I own it. I like it. And I'm continuing to dollar cost average into it. Bump, bump, bump. 25th, Epic, 316, 310. Yep. Okay. Okay. Let me just say hello to everyone I haven't said hello to. So Flying Knee, good to see you. Looks token, how long do you think it stays? It doesn't matter. Look, so just play this out in your brain. Let's say Looks token was paying 40% right now, 40% APY, 40. You'd be like, holy S, that is awesome. In real time, 40% in real time. So you'd already say that's awesome. Well, it's paying 770 right now. But if it was paying 40, that would be awesome. And if you were to be able to buy some token that gets you, let's say OpenSea, part of their profit sharing from the generated revenue of the trades, right? The fees generated on each trade where you buy or sell an NFT. On both sides, there's a little fee. So if you were to be able to buy a token that represented those royalties, those fees, would you? I would, because NFTs trade like mad all the time. So I would buy them even if there was no kind of stated APY. If it was just like, this is a revenue share and this is what our estimation is, it's going to be 40%. Hell, if it's going to be 20% a year, that would still be incredible. So how long will it stay? Who cares? A month? 2 weeks? Doesn't matter. So what happens is when the token goes up, people exit the platform with their looks tokens and they go sell them. And then the token comes down. But when they go sell them, the APY goes up. So they tend to work in this kind of inverse proportion, not directly proportionate, but inverse activity way. So if you see that, I mean, I'll full disclosure, I don't have a huge bag of looks. Not huge. Well, that depends. Everybody's position depends on where they are, like in life, right? But in my portfolio, I treat it as a very risky play. It's a lottery ticket. So I had about a 1.5. Well, let me think. It's now a 3% position, but it started as a 1.5% position. But it's swelled, and I'm not even talking about the appreciation in the token. That's gravy. I want the return on asset because you're also with Looks token, you're also mining Ethereum through wrapped Ethereum. So it turns out that the best Ethereum mining is probably buying Looks tokens. Again, not advice, just telling you this is the way I look at it. Best Metaverse infrastructure play. Picks and shovels, Facebook. Buy Facebook shares. You say, what? Because we don't know what the metaverse looks like. Maybe it's Sandbox. Maybe it's Worlds. Maybe it's one of the other 25. This is the metaverse. Think of them as mini verses. There's nothing. Metaverse is just a cool word that people are using for video game environment. It is a video game, you guys. It is a massive online game. That is all. Some of them look like this. Some of them look like that. I don't look at metaverse as infrastructure. So go step it back one notch. Where will these assets be laid down on top of? Ethereum? Then it's Ethereum. Cardano? Maybe Cardano. Polkadot? Algorand? Near? Cosmos? Those are still your infrastructure plays. Investing in metaverse stuff right now is a huge gamble because Facebook did not rebrand to make Sandbox holders rich. I think people are doing the math all wrong on this. I think a lot of people are going to buy a bunch of useless crap. And also when you see the ads, when you see these douchebags that look like Skeletor on YouTube, like the best place to invest is not real estate. It's not cryptocurrency. It's not the stock market. It's digital real estate. Off, click, done. I'm out. Nope. If it's being pimped to me by Skeletor on YouTube, I'm out. Pork ID, what's going on? John P1, what's going on? Natural Forces. Eniskaya Kobe? I don't know if Enisyaka Kobe. Or is it Anis Yakubi? That's what it is. I bet it's Anis. Okay. Let's see. Biotech breakout, GSRC. Okay, let me get to the rest of the. Hopefully, I've said hello to everyone. Unknown Revolver. Oh, I like that. It dumped negative 20%. Did it? Let's go look. Ooh, it got hit. It got hit deep. Good. So if it got beat up, it's down 15% and such. It's at 6 cents. Well, it didn't dump I guess it, whatever. People are probably maybe trying to get out pre-airdrop. And that makes sense. You'll probably see some people just sell it. A lot of people are going to get it. If they have a big enough bag, they're just going to sell it. I look at Nunet as a long-term play, so I am not going to sell it. I'm going to hold it because I like it. And I think it's cheap. And I am continuing to dollar cost average through these incredible staking rewards. So I will take it. So if you like the asset, you don't care. Matter of fact, you like this. If you don't like the asset, well, it doesn't matter. And if you're trading the asset, then you look at these little staking windows and claim windows and things like that as opportunities to maybe trade around it. If that's your hustle. What are your thoughts on BTC merge mined layer 1 like Hatha? No, I don't have any opinion on it. I have no idea what it is, so I can't even rule it. PAYC, what up? Man, you got a MetaMan. Put your funky ape as your as your avatar, bro. Come on, man. Come on, man. Let's see. Looks like Microsoft jump on Metaverse now. Yeah, because all the idiots in the equity space are like, we can get exposed. Look, what did they buy? They bought Activision. They bought one of the versions of Call of Duty. They bought Call of Duty Black Ops. Let's call it what it is. They bought Black Ops. Black Ops is cool, but that's not a metaverse, and it's not a metaverse play. It's a video game company. So people are not so honest about what they're buying and selling. But you know what? Remember Lipton iced tea blockchain? You guys remember that? Boy, was that a dumpster. Nunet IDO token released today. That's why. Nunet. I get it. Yeah. Everybody's getting their tokens and they're still up 300%. I mean, I guess I should check mine. I got mine too then because I'm up those points, 300%. But I don't care because I'm not selling anything. I'm just staking. So if people want to sell. If you missed Nunet as a buyer, I think what you do is you wait. You don't buy yet. You wait and see what the effects of the claiming, like there's registration and claiming. I'm going to go over this in just a second. I'm going to read you it directly from the article, exactly what you have to do. It starts tomorrow. You will register. It's a little handshake between your wallet just to say, hey, those are mine. Cool. Then on the 25th, I think on the 26th and so on, and I'm going to read the dates. You'll be able to grab the tokens, claim them. If you want to spend the gas, you don't have to claim. You can wait until the end of November and claim all of them at once. But the game theory part of it is you look and see, does it make sense based on how big the tokens I would get after I back out my Ethereum fees, which assume they're going to be $100 each direction. After I claim for $100 and restake for $100 and do the other handshake, if you've never dealt with Nunet, for another $30 or $40. So it's going to be $250 round trip. If the $250 round trip gets repatriated by staking, if you have a big enough bag and those staking rewards, and you look at the amount of time and say, does it make sense or should I wait? Anyway, see what the effects of that are. And also see what the effects of people getting free tokens and just putting them on the market. If this thing crashes down, and it may, if Nunet crashes down back to 3 cents, 2 cents, I would be willing to continue to buy into it. Because I like the token. I like what they're doing. I just like everything that AGI, the team at SingularityNet, is doing, from Ben Gortzel all the way on down. Even the people I didn't really like, I now like. And when you go back to the team, they're one of the best teams in the business. So this is another reason why I'm very bullish for Cardano and back and forth, because they're all working together. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I like that. I'm still trying to find 9696. If you can find it. I try to deal with the dude. There's like, and I know the dude doesn't care. He just has like 10 or 20 of them. And he's like, no, I like it. I'm like, you don't like it. You don't even care. My buddy has the other one. So I'm just trying to get that one. I want to give it to my friend who has the other one. So anyway, it is what it is. Okay. So let's do this. Let's switch gears for a second. Let's talk about, real quick. I'll do a quick market recap. We can make this one real fast. Let me do our non-commercial break. And even though we're already like 3/4 of the way through, and then we will be right back. Okay, let me answer a question real quick. This is a good question. With ETH goes to P, it doesn't matter what, Scott, it wouldn't matter what the further iterations of Ethereum look like, because the fees right now, Ethereum is the main dog in the NFT space. So when you're doing transactions, if Ethereum is the rails by which you do the transactions, then either Ethereum or wrapped Ethereum are where the fees are accumulated. And that's just the way that the LooksRare platform pays out the wrapped Ethereum fees. I mean, that they pay their fees in wrapped Ethereum. So it really wouldn't matter. Proof of work, proof of stake, proof of history, proof of time, proof of liveness. None of those things would really matter if they're collecting fees. You know, if they're collecting fees in Stix token and they pay you in Stix token, and with one click you can swap to any other token, it's kind of irrelevant. You just want something that's somewhat consistent with the transactional currency. And Ethereum and wrapped Ethereum are interchangeable, and that wouldn't change with proof of stake versus proof of work. But good question. You found, no, I was originally talking to him on Mintable. I was messaging the dude on Mintable, and he wouldn't do a deal. He wouldn't even tell me if he would do a deal, and he was kind of communicating in broken English, and I thought there's probably a kind of a language barrier thingy, and I couldn't get it done. Ugh. I wanted to. I was willing to. I was trying, but I couldn't even get him to answer a question. Any news on Fetch? No. Okay, so function trades. Okay, I'll tell you. I don't really care that they're wash trading. It doesn't really matter. I mean, I don't know that they're making money wash trading. It's like, oh, they get the tokens. But do you think that LooksRare is paying more in fees than they're collecting? No. The question then becomes, do the fees that you get in wrapped Ethereum plus the Looks token fees equal more than if you just used Ethereum to buy Looks tokens? That's the question that I haven't been able to answer yet because I've not tried. I am going to try one transaction. I'm going to go buy something, and I'm going to do one transaction for 10 Ethereum, and I'm going to look at the fees, and I'm going to see on both sides, because both wallets get compensated. I'm going to see what the fees plus the WETH plus the Looks, what it all adds up to, and see if it makes sense. I'm not sure if it does, but a lot of people are doing it. But again, a lot of people are not good at math. But a lot of people are doing it that are good at math. So I just have to look deeper at it. So it is a question that I've been asking myself. There are no dumb questions, Pablo. Only dumb people that work at Solana. I don't know if this is a dumb question. Why do you need WETH if you run on top of Ethereum? Well, wrapped Ethereum might transact in different ways on different platforms and run across different rails. They use wrapped Ethereum for a variety of reasons. It could be management. It could be wallet management. It could be, I mean, I'm not sure why they specifically would do it. But you wrap tokens because you're leaving one platform and going to another. And so there may be all sorts of game theoretical platform maintenance, wallet maintenance, security reasons why that makes sense for them. The transactions, even on, if you go to OpenSea, when you make an offer, you have to wrap Ethereum to make an offer. So I don't know if you've messed with that, but that's the normal process. So you go into wrapped Ethereum even on OpenSea. So in a sense, while these things are all running on the back of Ethereum, wrapped Ethereum is the offer currency. And I'm sure there's some security reasons behind that software people would know a lot more about than me. Let's see. Funk's snuck a royalty in there. Oh, snap. Ooh, yeah, that sucks. Yeah, there's a few. I think Meebits is one where there's no royalty. So that's kind of interesting. Yeah, it's cool. There's a lot going on over there. There's a lot of very interesting game theory, prisoner's dilemma type activity going on over there. It's very cool. Too late for Looks? I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's go through prices really quick, and then let's talk about Nunet, because I think that's the main point of today's video, other than just us BSing, which is fun, by the way. Yeah, Scott, go through that course over and over, just until it is comfortable. Don't trade options until it's really comfortable, until you get it. We are going to do an upper level kind of options course thing, but it won't be like that. The Udemy thing was because I wanted to blow my brains out doing the level, kind of the basic entry level options course for Bitcoin, because I do want to expand into Bitcoin and Ethereum options trading. But I just couldn't do the first one again, even though, it was cool. Everybody paid like $100. We had like 8 or 10 people, and that was cool. But Yeah, I just can't, man. I just want to blow my brains out. So we did the Udemy one so that everybody has access to it. You say, go over there, get the Udemy one. It's like a couple $100. Sometimes they discount it down to like whatever, but it's $200 to save you many thousands of currency units by doing one. If you fat thumb at one time, that's no good. So you definitely want to understand kind of the mentality behind what we're doing and the thesis, the trading thesis and stuff like that. So watch it until it is comfortable. And then we'll do a more advanced, kind of like this, where we're all just kind of talking, and we'll have 8 or 10 people, and we'll get to it. Okay, so slightly lower fees. That's a good point. Flying Knee, thank you. So maybe it's made, yeah. So, okay, cool. So let's do this. Let's go through prices real quick. Let's just take a quick look. This is not going to be an exhaustive thing. Let me say hello to T-Fuel Master, Omar, Crypto Gamer 420, BP Brother, Max Life, Stevie G, live and direct. And yeah, okay, cool. All right, so let's go through prices really quick. There's nothing super exciting. Bitcoin has been floundering right around here. As you can see, pretty much flat for the week. Pretty much down about, let's call it 9% on the 30-day. And that's really where you want to be looking for value. Bitcoin's not going to die anytime soon. So you say, well, when is the best time to buy Bitcoin? Well, January 3rd, 2009, and every single day after that. Now, in any one day, you could look back and go, "Ooh, it was cheaper this day, or it was more expensive that day," and da da da. But when Bitcoin was 69,000, like 2 months ago, people would have done inexcusable things to farm animals to get a $42,000 price. So just put yourself in the $69,000 Bitcoin space and go, if someone was like, you know, if there was a flash crash on one exchange and someone was like, dude, I bought Bitcoin for 42,000. You'd be like, oh my God, you're so lucky. So if it's a quality asset, you look at times like this and you realize that it is, if you like the asset, it makes your dollar cost averaging even more beneficial. You have more utility. All right. Ethereum, it's the way we buy and sell NFTs. It's the way companies launch right now until something better comes along. Is something better coming along? Well, I think many something betters are coming along. I think Cardano, I think Polkadot, I think Near, Cosmos, Algorand. Algorand is not performing so well, but it's not terrible over the 30-day. It's flat for the 30-day. It's down for the week. But again, the 30-day is where I look to invest. What has done really well? Cosmos has done really well. Well, obviously, Near has done really well. I thought Near would perform better today because they have announcements tomorrow. So my gut told me that typically things run up into a news cycle and sell off on the news. Well, it already pre-sold off. It's like they front ran the front running. So I had taken a small portion of my Near, 20%. I unfroze it. I moved it over to an exchange where I could take advantage of the front run, the news cycle, but I don't know if I can take advantage of that now. So you know what I'm going to do tomorrow? If it's any kind of a good announcement, I'm going to throw my tokens back on Near and get my staking rule. And I only unstaked 20%. And to be fair, I'm up like 750% on it. So it's kind of like whatever, but I'm not going to sell it. If it's good news and it's sold off before the news, normally things sell off into the news or during the news. In this case, they pre-sold off. So what does that mean? Where does this token go? I don't know. It's up 100% on the month. So could it go down to 12, 13 bucks? Yeah, it could. But if there's good news, I would not gamble that way. That would not be, in my opinion, good game theory. I think that's the wrong way to look at it. So we'll see where else is value. Where else is value? I still think, market cap wise, I think Near and Cosmos will run pretty hard, heavy. I'm surprised that Polkadot sold off, but then again, am I? Not really, because Polkadot, for all its promise, its quiet potential, it has achieved, if we're being honest, nothing. So the price is the price. Algorand is the one where they don't really communicate well. And yes, great technology. And yes, Silvio. And yes, a lot of things that are in ingrained in Bitcoin or because of Silvio and his thoughts and some of his ideas from decades back. But what does that mean for Algorand? Well, not much. Not much right now because they don't communicate well. They have a very poor strategy of effective communication with the public, and this is what they get. VeChain, I'm almost about to take it off my list. I don't even think it's worth following, if we're being honest. I think I'm going to nuke it. I think I'm going to kill VeChain. We're not going to follow it anymore. We are going to follow Theta because I think Theta has a good value proposition, and I think it could do quite well. We'll see. I hope it becomes more elegant. Filecoin, I don't know. I think distributed file storage makes a lot of sense. Is Filecoin the one that does it? I don't know, but maybe. We'll see. One token, I'm a big fan. I think I am going to keep dollar cost averaging into it up to $1. Graph token's important, but no one cares. Unfortunately, no one cares. Flow, tons of money. NBA Top Shots, soon NFL Top Shots, all this kind of stuff. But I don't know. AR Weave tends to run faster than the Polkadot ecosystem for which it needs to grow and stuff like that. But it does move really fast. But again, low market cap. So we'll see. Pretty low token count or float. OMI, this is an interesting one. Remember, this is a play against the Marvel assets as the Disney assets as they launch on VV. And eventually this becomes the token that manages that ecosystem. So is this a trade or an investment? Well, it's a trade because I think this happens over the next year, I guess. I mean, as far as I know, I thought it was supposed to already happen, but this is a trade. And once you get the news and once that transition occurs and once this thing is 6-8 billion mark, then you probably scale back. So this is a trade, but I like Marvel stuff. I like the comic books. They're cool. Nexo, perfect utility token so far. It's the only non-scammy utility token. That's not fair to say. It's one of the few that I really like, and I think it makes a lot of sense. Audius, good staking, but I don't think there's nothing special about Audius. It's cool staking, and they do some crap with TikTok. Great. The other stalwarts, Render is finally coming back down to earth where it should be. Render should not have had it had what it had, but Render was far, far, far overvalued in my opinion, and I sold 80% of it. And if it got back down below 2, I would probably build my position back. If I started selling, I sold at 6, I sold at 5, I sold at 4, just under 4, like 378. And so here we are at 290. So that is that. Fetch, they have a lot of partnerships with car companies, things like that. It's the other AI play. It's the less smart AI play. The smart AI play is AGIX, and the token is cheap. And guess what? I'm going to continue dollar cost averaging into it. Under $1, I buy it. Under $1, I buy it. Singularity DAO, it's had a pretty good weekly performance. Who cares on the day? Apparently, they've been turning in some really good numbers with Dynasets. This is one of those ones where once it gets out of the cage, I think that'll be quite dramatic. Songbird, no one cares. Matter of fact, we're taking it off the list. You're dead. You're dead, Songbird. This is the scammy, spammy coin Matrix AI network, and I only keep it around because I posit that when the AI space finally takes off, and it could be years, you're buying into these AI assets because years from now you think we're going to see this kind of performance. This is a long-term play. However, it may be the last play you get to make. So, okay. So, and in that it's AGIX and Singularity DAO, the Nunet. Let's talk about and by the way, just real quick, Looks is almost $6. To me, it's uncomfortable to buy it here. But what if Looks goes to being a $40 token and the APY comes down to 20, 30%, whatever the market, whatever some fixed fair market, which we don't know what that is, but they're building a lot of cool stuff on LooksRare. They're bringing in a lot of the open source community. That's incredibly valuable. So I would not ignore that. CPerks is a scammy token. And so that we're taking that off the list. We're cleaning the books. Okay. You know what? I'm probably going to take OGN off of there too. I'm not super excited about OGN. Okay. And Coti, if the Djed stablecoin does well, and as we welcome DeFi to the Cardano space, I think this is going to be the Djed DJED project is going to be tested and battle tested over and over and over, and maybe it's good and maybe it collapses under its own weight. We'll see. But Coti is the way to kind of, it's a call option on the Djed stablecoin if you want to look at it that way. Okay. Let's return to Nunet. And if we're going to do that, let's go ahead and bring the token up. Okay, let's go talk about, first, let me leave this here for you. And let's get into the first NTX airdrop registration and claiming. Okay, and maybe I should banner this. So I'm going to banner certain things. First of all, the airdrop schedule. Okay, you have to have been in on January 5th. They did a snapshot. Okay, let me say this again. You have to have been in on January 5th. And Crypto Gamer, to your question, because it's apropos, you don't have to keep restaking AGIX. It just auto restakes. Okay, so you're good. All right, so let's talk the airdrop schedule. So again, let me say this one more time. You had to have your AGIX tokens either staked at SingularityNet or at least in your MetaMask or appropriate wallet. I only know of MetaMask. There are others, but you had to have it on your qualifying wallet on the 5th of January, which is why I told everyone, make sure you have it on the 3rd to give you guys a cushion. So if you had it on the 5th, they took a snapshot, okay? And you can't touch it or move. Listen, if you move the tokens or any of them, they're going to take your lowest balance. If the balance falls below 2,500, you're out. You don't qualify for anything because that's below the minimum threshold. If you had 10,000 and you take 5,000 out, and then 3 months later, you're like, I had 10,000. No, they do it by the lowest amount you have during the entire schedule. So if you start moving your AGIX tokens around, you take the chance of getting either completely nuked, because by the way, if you move your tokens, you need to have your tokens sitting on your wallet or staked at SingularityNet for the entire time to get the 4th payout. So unfortunately, if you miss the first one, you miss the 1st and 4th because you can't qualify for the 4th if it requires you having been involved in all of them if you miss the 1st. So missing the first one misses 2 of them. That is no good, no bueno. However, let me go back. So January, and I'm going to put this in a banner, January 20th, 11 a.m. UTC time until January 25th, okay, at 11 a.m. That is the first registration period. Let me grab that. Okay, I'm going to put that in a banner for all to see. Let's go find us a banner. Let's delete that and let's add one. Okay, hopefully everyone sees this. So listen, January 20th, which is tomorrow, okay, UTC, until January 25th, which is 5 days from tomorrow. So tomorrow's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, beep. So do this before the weekend. Matter of fact, do it tomorrow, okay? In your mind, I have tomorrow or Friday to register. You must actively register, meaning you need to just go sign a contract interaction. It costs you nothing. It's just a little handshake saying, hey, this is my wallet, bro. Okay, bro? So that's what you're doing, okay? And my guess is that this will, let's see, registration instructions. Let me give you some more instructions. So anyway, let me first tell you the dates. So you have to register during the registration period or you will not receive the airdrop. If you miss this, you get nothing. Okay. January 26th. Okay, so let's do another. January 26th and onward. You can claim your first unlocks. Users can claim the rewards requiring fees to be paid. You will be able to claim directly into the bonded staking, okay, which is for, and that occurs on Singularity DAO. Or you can collect the tokens at a later period. So let me do another banner, if it will allow us. Create a banner. Boop. Uh-oh. I need to nuke one. Hold on. All this game theory stuff. Okay, let me get rid of that. Interaction between multiple players, person. Okay, yeah, we get it. Man, all the game theory stuff is so cool. I hate to nuke it, but we got to. Okay, let me create a banner. Okay, number 2. Boom. So January 26th. Again, I'm gonna read it again. You can't get this wrong. You've now registered, right? Because you did that in the prior 5 days. Now, you registered. Now between the 26th and onward, you can claim, but you have to pay fees. So you need to decide, does it make sense to claim and stake, claim and sell, or not claim, right? So and you just look at what's the most utility. Each one of you is gonna have to pull out a napkin and a pen and do a little bit of math and assume that the fees are gonna be around $250 to get it done, worth of Ethereum that you will burn, getting all this crap done, okay? Which is claiming and staking, meaning you're gonna have to sign an agreement with, basically you have to do the agreement with Singularity DAO for that staking pool. That's gonna be a little $40, $50 fee usually. Then the claiming the tokens is gonna cost, which sucks them into your wallet, into your MetaMask, and then putting them back into the staking pool. Now, because they have the option to claim directly into the bonded staking, that's pretty cool. And to me, that's probably the quickest, most utility based on gas, because you're going to get the staking rewards. But if you have 2,500 tokens and it's like, and I don't know what the reward's going to be. It could be 50. It could be 10. I don't know. I'm not sure what the staking's going to look like. I know it's 5% of the total token supply, but I don't know what that means. There's 4 of these periods and they escalate. They get higher and higher. So I'm not sure, I guess is what I'm saying. I'm not sure. It's going to be a case-by-case basis, but that's the analysis you're going to do. Do I claim directly into a pool? Do I claim and sell, or do I not claim and I wait and claim at a later date? And you have to look at what the staking is paying, what the bonded staking is paying, and if that makes sense to you guys. Okay, registration instructions. To register for the airdrop during the period from January 20th, follow the link, and I'm going to give you the link. To the airdrop portal. Then complete the following. Okay. So what you're going to do, this is going to be the next one. Let me kill this guy. Go away. Die. Okay. And what does that consist of? Okay. Boom. So this is what's going to happen. You're going to connect your wallet to the page. Okay. This is the claiming process. It's going to happen at Nunet airdrop.singularitynet.io. Okay. Now you're on the airdrop portal. You're going to complete the following steps. Connect your wallet, which requires MetaMask wallet or Wallet Connect to interact with the dApp. 2, if you're eligible, meaning you had your tokens on MetaMask and you were there for the January 5th snapshot, you'll be able to click the register button, which will show up in the registration window. It'll show up if the window is open, meaning that you're in the 5 days from January 20th to 25th. Then it's going to prompt you. A prompt will appear in your wallet to sign the transaction. So this is in your MetaMask wallet. You'll see a little, like if you have it as a browser extension, you'll see a little 1 in the browser. You click on open MetaMask, boop, sign the transaction. Okay. You will not, there's no gas fee for this. You don't have to pay anything. Okay. So that's cool, right? No fee. Woo. Okay. And that's it. You've then registered. Okay, cool. So you say, okay, but what happens on the 26th going onward if I want to claim? What do I do to claim? Once registered, you'll be able to claim your rewards on this same portal starting the 26th at 1. And you know what I'm going to do? Because I just love you guys so much, I'm going to take that and I'm going to put it right now before we even do anything else. It's going to be in this video. It's going to be the very first thing underneath the title. I'm going to put airdrop portal link. And I'm going to give you this link so that you know it's not bullcrap. There, saved. So now that goes into effect. So on YouTube now, that'll be the link. So go, that link is there if you guys lose it or whatever. Okay, great. Okay, so you have the option to either claim the reward into your wallet, claim it directly into bonded staking, You could claim it and sell it. You could claim it and hold it. I don't know why you would do that. Ideally, you would push it right into staking, or you do nothing. But you're going to have to pay gas fee if you do any of these things other than just wait. Okay, so you have to register. You don't have to claim. And the smaller your bag is, it is what it is. We're all men and women here, and pronouns undisclosed. The smaller your bag is, the less optimal the utility, the less likely it is there's utility in you claiming right now. You might wait till the next period, which is going to be the eligibility snapshot is March 19th. And it ends the April 19th. So March to April 19th. And then you'll register the 20th of April, 25th of April will end the registration period, and you'll be able to claim the 26th of April. That same process will happen June to July, the 18th. The same process will happen January 5th to October 16th. The same thing, where October 17th through 22nd, you'll be able to register. October 23rd, you'll be able to claim. And then all claims finish November 22nd. Okay. So, yeah, that's all I got, bro. The rest of it is be smart and do some game theory on, not even game theory, do some effing math. It may not make sense for everyone to claim. If you don't, I would urge you against just dumping these tokens. A lot of people will, that's fine, but I think that's foolish. These things have a tendency to just catch on, and you don't want to say, oh, well, it's cheap, I'm just going to sell it. Sell it for what? Another AI play led by a team of geniuses? There is not that. So, do what you will with your currency units, but I just urge everyone to please be smart. If you like these assets, well, the link's not going to work yet, Barno. It's not going to work until that opens tomorrow. So, yeah. The page won't probably be active until tomorrow. So remember, this is a link that starts when the claiming period, when the registration period opens, which is tomorrow at 11 UTC. Okay, cool. I think we got to all the major stuffs. And by the way, Robert, if I didn't say hello, Robert, hello, Tim, hello, Legio, hello, Crypto Gamer, hello. What if we have them in MetaMask, but then stake them? Either way, either on MetaMask or staked, Robert, you're fine. And then Barnard ask, is it's active and there's a countdown? Okay, it's active and there's a countdown. So there we go. Let's see. I'm staking bonded and unbonded, so I'm good for Nunet. You're staking AGIX, so that would be. And AGIX doesn't have unbonded staking, or there's just one form of AGIX staking. Now you can use it in a liquidity pool. That's different. So if you're staking AGIX, you're fine. If you're not staking, but it's on your wallet, you're fine. As long as you had 2,500 and they were in there by the 5th of January. Okay. Woo. If we staked Nunet for 30 days, can we just leave it? Say yes, you can leave it. Yeah. So it's a 30, you can let it continue to go. What you may want to do is claim harvest. So what the verbiage is, let me read you the right verbiage. So on the website, and I'm looking at mine, but I'm not going to expose it to you guys because that's dickish. So when you're looking at this stuff, you have the on Singularity Net. Okay, so if you go to app.singularitydao.ai, because this is where a lot of this stuff's managed, you have the Nunet pool, which the 1 month is so good, it's 89%. Jeesh. You have the Singularity DAO pool, which is a 3 month and a 6 month. Okay, so this would not be SDAO. This would be staking directly into the 1 month pool. But if you're staked, if Singularity DAO is staked, they have a 3 month, they have a 3 month bonded, a 6 month bonded, and a 1 month. Like a month by month well, it's not month by month, it's just unbonded and it pays a rate. You can withdraw, deposit, or you can kind of what they call harvest or whatever. So do what makes most sense for you. That it gets a little bit in the weeds as far as what's like everybody's best case. Just go for maximum utility. You guys, maximum utility means what's best for you. I think that's, if you do what's best for you, most always, that's the best scenario. That's finding, you know, something between the Pareto equilibrium and the Nash equilibrium, right? Like what's best for the cumulative and what's best for you, right? And I say, do what's best for you as long as you're not stepping on someone's neck to achieve that. So there we go. Okay, great. Have a great day. Stay out of trouble. Stay in school. Don't do anything but poor, insolvent, drunk, strung out on boatloads of meth. Grandmother wouldn't do. And as you know, that's so very little. I like that one. He's pretty cool. That's probably one of my favorites. Oh, they're both good. Oh, yeah. With the 8-bit shoes.